I have no idea what is going on here. I have no idea what Fedra has decided to wear to her comeback reunion. This is what you want to wear. That crown looks like she basically got lost, found Janice Combs. They ended up at Party City and she bought a crown that probably cost $2.99. And then you have these two earring pieces that just look awful. The whole outfit screams tacky and desperate. And the shoes, like, where are you going? Are you about to fly off somewhere? Like, I don't understand. This outfit is just awful. And even the hair doesn't look great as well. Don't know what she was trying to go for. The kind of edgy, different kind of, crown moment look. It failed very badly. This is not it, Miss Fedra, please. I know you didn't wear this to the reunion. Looking like an absolute fool. Hey guys, it's Marab Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel back in London. And let's get straight into this video. Hate to say I told you so.
Make no mistake, once Diddy and the verdict is given out, this is not ended. The civil lawsuits are going to continue again to pile up. Buzbee child might jump out the bushes and be like, I'm back.
Hate to say I told you so. What did I told you about Buzbee? What did I tell you guys about Buzbee? Earlier on today in Paris, I told you guys that this man is waiting in the wings. This man is in the bushes. This man is somewhere. And lo and behold, guys, he is coming to smack Diddy with 3 civil lawsuits. Don't call it a comeback. Call it a takeover, do you understand? Via the LA Superior Court. Okay, he's going a different way. In response to repeated inquiries, we can confirm that the Buzbee law firm filed 3 cases against Sean P. Diddy Combs in LA Superior Court yesterday afternoon. These 3 are part of a number of cases that will be filed in this venue, which we're going to look at later this week. The first is on behalf of a 25-year-old professional from New York. She is a college graduate and works in the creative media space. Her case alleges that in 2017, Justin Combs, Diddy's son, lured her to LA under the false pretenses of making connections in the entertainment and media industry. Instead, once there, she claimed she was trapped, drugged, held powerless and R-worded. The lawsuit maintains that for days she couldn't escape and that she was allegedly R-worded by Diddy and his crew. The second and third cases filed are on behalf of 2 male victims. Here we go with the men. Both were invited to LA Diddy parties. Both were allegedly drugged and assaulted. One victim was allegedly assaulted by Diddy himself. The other was allegedly assaulted as Diddy watched, encouraged and directed the activities. The specific acts are laid out in the public filings. We look forward to pursuing these cases and stand proud to represent these alleged victims. We have received multiple press calls about the criminal case. We have genuinely explained that the case being made by the prosecution is different from the civil claims that we have alleged, and they continue. Now, these particular 2 men, I wouldn't be surprised if the sons were basically engaging in stuff, in fornication with the men, forced them to do stuff as Diddy watched on. I wouldn't be surprised if they were doing that, because if one of the lawsuits alleges that Justin Combs lured a woman to LA under the false pretense of XYZ and then trapped her and did things to her allegedly with the help of their father, then you don't know what these elder sons are doing. Do you understand? You have to look at them as very different entities and beings. They're not just Diddy's children. They are an extension of his devilish network. They're helping to expedite and bring in people, probably traffic and transport as well, and then probably take all of this freak off madness to a whole new level. They join in. They're all doing things together. This is basically what this has given me. That's why I spoke about, a couple of months ago, a couple of weeks ago, that I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy and his sons have done things together in the bedroom with other people that they have brought in. I wouldn't be surprised by this. This is basically what it's giving, and Diddy probably loved that. Diddy probably wants to do things with his sons. That's what this is all is given. But Buzbee has come out of the bushes, has got 3 lawsuits that he's ready to file and smack Diddy with that are going to come out later on this week. So when this verdict is announced Monday, Tuesday, the civil lawsuits are going to come running, let alone Christina Coram, Miss Auntie Coram, and the trial that she's going to face. We've got a lot more to cover. So just because this verdict is happening Monday doesn't mean that this is all going to be over. But Buzbee coming in with this, Buzbee is coming in hot. Do you understand? And when they drag the son into the conversation, I'm always perched up. My ears are perked up and I'm ready to find out what's really going on with Diddy's sons and what they're really trying to do, because to me, they really do scream crazy. And I feel like they've done a lot of things with Diddy. They've learned a lot of things from this man. And yet again, one of his children are being mentioned in these lawsuits. And so we have to look at his elder sons as an extension of his network, not just poor children who have grown up with a troublesome father. Absolutely not, guys. That's not how this goes at all. Say it ain't so, guys. Justin Combs trying to bring in girls for Diddy. Diddy's son's doing all the bidding work and all the stuff for him. Of course, because they're all three lost lambs. They don't really have a name for themselves. They don't have any successful brands. They don't have successful music. They don't go touring. They don't even do comedy. Hell, they might even they're better off getting a job at IKEA, because as far as I'm concerned, they haven't made a name for themselves. So therefore, they need to follow their father, because they need to follow their father's money and their father's net worth. If Al B had the same net worth as Diddy, it would be a very different conversation for that son who doesn't want to acknowledge him for some reason, but wants to be turning up to court looking like a damn fool, supporting his father to do what? I don't know. Or his, father or whatever. So I'm here for this. I'm ready for these lawsuits to be filed, Buzbee, and we're going to go through them and get into it, back into the civil lawsuits, because they were dropping like flies before, and I'm always here for it to see what Buzbee has to say. I'm skeptical because Buzbee, to me, I'm genuinely skeptical, and that's just how I feel. Maybe you guys agree or disagree, I don't know, but we'll keep our eyes peeled for this conversation. But this definitely is seen as breaking news. Now, there was a conference today, not a court date. The court resumes tomorrow. Thursday, Friday are the closing statements, and there was a conference. And in that conference, guys, the feds basically stated, the prosecution stated that in the Diddy case, they plan to actually build off R. Kelly. Very interesting. The prosecution says, on the forced labor, the government will be arguing that certain acts can be labor. We will be building off the R. Kelly case. The defense argues that the victims are well off, so we need to make this clear to the jury. Shapiro says we object. So that is going to be very interesting, that they're going to play off the R. Kelly case, talking about, rich victims. And, of course, they're going to object and etc. But building off the R. Kelly case, I think, is a very interesting and great thing to do. The prosecution are intertwining the two. And of course, R. Kelly and Diddy were friends as well. So this is a strategy that they're going to build on. Not only streamlining charges, because no charges were dropped and there was so much misinformation going around this morning. They're also not only going to streamline and help clear out for the jury, but they're now going to build off from R. Kelly's case as well to help, bring down Diddy. That in itself is crazy from what prosecution are stating, and I'm absolutely here for it. Now, do you guys remember Tyrone Blackburn? I know you guys must remember this lawyer who covered some of Diddy's lawsuits. Well, Tyrone Blackburn today was arrested in New York for allegedly hitting a process server with his car. A process server in the Fat Joe $20 million lawsuit that alleges Fat Joe engaged in these acts with minors, and Joe Tacopina has spoken out and state that Tyrone Blackburn's arrest comes as no surprise to us. It's just the latest example of his malicious and manipulative pattern of misconduct finally coming to light. He's an embarrassment to the legal profession. Now, Tyrone Blackburn, of course, has, represented some alleged victims when it comes to Diddy's civil lawsuits. He was also somebody who was told off by one of the judges. And now I believe he also was representing Lil Rodney for his case. Well, now it seems that Tyrone was arrested today. So for somebody to be arrested and to be a lawyer, could that make you be off the bar? I don't know, but of course Fat Joe and Joe Tacopina are probably very happy that Tyrone Blackburn has been arrested. Oh Lord have mercy, guys. So much is happening today. Literally just when I got the flight from Paris to London, so much more has taken place, and I have to put all of these hot topics into just one video just to let you guys know what is happening. So these lawsuits, I'm so intrigued by what the elder sons were doing. I'm so intrigued because if Justin is being mentioned in one of these civil lawsuits, back to this conversation talking about how he was luring and guiding girls and women to LA to trap them and do stuff with, what were his other elder sons doing? A lot more. Were they transporting substances? Were they transporting other girls and women? Were they help cleaning up the freak off rooms or etc.? Their names have not been listed in the transcripts in Diddy's trial, so I don't think it can be that intense. But at the same time, it can be, because their names are still being mentioned in lawsuits, civil lawsuits. For Justin to bring women and trap them in LA and use them over and over again, and then men coming forward saying that Diddy would watch and encourage, when you're trapping this woman, who is he bringing that woman for? Obviously for Diddy and the entertainment. So it's very sick and twisted what these elder sons are doing. And in my opinion, they're probably just as disgusting as Diddy, which is why they're always showing up to court, which is why they're trying to bring out that reality TV show that nobody liked, putting up statements to evade Kim Porter questioning. They literally have no moral compass. It's just not there. But I'm always here, front row seat. Do you understand, guys? I'm always here, front row seat, when it comes to if and what the elder sons have been accused of doing in civil lawsuits in regards to Diddy and etc. Because I find that to be interesting. You are an extension of Diddy's network. But what work are you guys doing? Please let us know, because we're waiting. We're definitely waiting. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. It's just one click to subscribe. That's all you guys have to do. Click that button, Murad Nation. Become a Muradier by just clicking that subscription button, clicking the notification so that you guys know when you get these daily videos, and send a tip if you guys wish to. There's a $sign there and it goes a long way. Subscribe. Closing statements begin tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.